y'all, it's Taya and welcome to my Fall TBR. Alright y'all, so honestly this TBR is very ambitious. I have a crazy next few months. One of my best friends are getting married, and I'm a bridesmaid in her wedding, so there's a lot of stuff that we have to iron out before the wedding, and then November is Thanksgiving, so a bunch of family. It's gonna be crazy, but it's going to be a blast. Just probably won't read all these books, you know? Who knows? Who knows? I am a mood reader anyways, so I haven't stuck to a TBR a day in my life. But, you know, we are going to try our best here, alright? We're going to hope for the best. But, you know, without further ado, let's get into the video. So, first one I have here, I have honestly already started. I'm only about 4 pages in, but I've binged the last 3 and I just need to get into this. I didn't even want to stop to film this video, but it needs to happen, y'all. And can we just, you know, appreciate this gorgeous book? Like, I love it. It's living its best life out here. This is the 4th book in the Pendergast series, and like I just said, I have binged all of them, so obviously I have absolutely adored them. I adore Pendergast. He is snarky and fantastic. If you like police procedurals, you will probably really love this series. It's just amazing. Yes. They all follow different mysteries, so if you don't want to read all of them, you don't have to, but obviously the bridesmaid group chat is just blowing up right now, but I recommend reading them all in order. You get the best of Pendergast that way. But the first one, it starts off with these people on an expedition, and you know, they disappear, they don't come back, but they send crates off. And now, years and years and years later, there have been strange, you know, people just, you know, they're not waking up the next day, and they just show up, and they are, you know, they were in a very, very strange and unnatural way. And then Pendergast comes in and he's like, hey, by the way, I'm in charge now. You can either follow me or get out. Thanks. Bye. And, you know, it is a wild ride. Honestly, I have read all of these back to back to back to back to back. I am a little muddled with which one is in what, but you know, they work with this character Margot Green, who is she's not a curator, but I think she's studying under a professor or something at the museum. His name is Dr. Frock, and Dr. Frock, Margot Green, this character called Smithback, and another character, they all work with Pendergast, and a cop, one of the cops that was the cop that was originally investigating these murders, he's also working with them, and stuff goes down. I apologize for not being able to explain it better, but just take my word for it. It is amazing. Pick up the first one. It is called The Relic. You'll thank me later. And then the next one I have here is The Late Show by Michael Connelly, and this is following Detective Renee Ballard, and she is working with Harry Bosch, so you kind of have to read the Harry Bosch series. It's all intertwined, kind of like the World of the Elderling series by Robin Hobb. I haven't read any of those, but I do know that they're all intermingled all sorts of ways, so it's best to read them in a specific order, not necessarily the publication dates, but I've given all of them 3 stars. They're not amazing, but I bought all of them before I even read the first one, so here we are. Spotty, can you not eat your sister? Thanks. My puppy, she's a husky mix, so she's about 20 pounds. And I have a 5-pound chihuahua, and she likes to think that she's a toy. Should I have put her in the kennel before I started recording? Yeah, probably. Did I? Obviously not. I don't think that far ahead, apparently. But hopefully my husband will put her in the kennel or go take her outside. Here's to hoping. And then we have Blood Memory by Greg Iles, and this follows a cat fairy who has had a very traumatic childhood. Now she's back in her town, and there have been these very gruesome murders, and she is intertangled with like a married detective, you know, all sorts of drama. But I've really loved Greg Iles in the past. I've read one of his other trilogies, and he's just such an amazing and talented writer. So I have quite a few of his books. And then, speaking of Greg Iles, here's another one. This is Third Degree, and I'm a little bit apprehensive about this one because in this one it follows a married woman, and she's having an affair. She just ended it, but she found out that she's pregnant. And she comes home, and her husband is just, you know, he confronts her, and he's going insane. And I'm not huge on domestic thrillers, but I'm hoping Greg Iles pulls through for me. I have read the first chapter, and it got me very hooked, but we'll see how it goes the rest of the book. And then we have a fantasy, a chunky fantasy. It's like 800 pages or so. Let's see. Oh, 747. So not quite 800, but this is the sequel to The Dwarves, and I absolutely loved the first book. I read it probably about a year ago now, but I'll probably just read a synopsis of the first book to just get me caught up and understanding for the sequel. Because I actually loved that book so much. I lent it out to my friend's fiance, and he hasn't read it yet. But, so I can't reread it. But, I loved it so much, and I'm so excited to dive into the next one, hopefully. Marcus Heights is the author, by the way. And then we have Life Support by Tess Gerritsen. This is a standalone. Let's see. This says, the overnight ER rotation at Springer Hospital is a calm one, which suits Dr. Toby Harper just fine. While Toby is fiercely proud of the stripes she earned as a resident in the big city ER, she's come to appreciate the pace at Springer. But no hospital could have prepared for the man Toby admits one quiet night, delirious and in critical condition from a possible viral infection of the brain. He barely responds to treatment, and then he disappears without a trace. So I'm really excited about this one. I have heard amazing things about Tess Gerritsen, so I am excited to get into this one. And then we have a sci-fi, Aurora Rising by Alastair Reynolds. The only thing that I know about this one is essentially a police procedural in space. That is all I know. Tom Dreyfus is a perfect law enforcement officer with panoply. His beat is the glitter band. That vast sprawl of space habitats orbiting the planet Yellowstone, the teeming hub of a human interstellar empire spanning many worlds. His current case, investigating a murderous attack against one of the habitats that left 900 people dead, but his investigation uncovers something far more serious than mass slaughter. A covert plot by an enigmatic entity who seeks nothing less than total control of the glitter band. Snap. Then we have The Athena Project by Brad Thor. I have quite a few of his other books. I do know that this is kind of, it follows this person that's trying to take down this terrorist attack Um, yeah. From behind the rows of razor wire, a new breed of counterterrorism operator has emerged, just as skilled and just as fearsome. When a terrorist attack in Rome kills more than 20 Americans, the Athena team members Gretchen Casey, Julie Erickson, Megan Rhodes, and Alex Cooper are tasked with hunting down the Venetian arms dealer responsible for providing the explosives. But there's more to the story than anyone knows. So this kind of reminds me a little bit of the Sigma Force series, so I'm really, really excited to read this. And then we have Pursuit by Thomas Perry, and honestly, this gives me Criminal Minds vibes, and I absolutely love Criminal Minds. It is my second favorite show ever. So essentially, there have been this mass, really late when this diner closes, and it was so aggressive that they bring in this specialist trying to figure out, why this happened, who's responsible. And then we have The Forgotten Soldier by Brad Taylor, and this follows a special forces soldier who was killed in an operation in Afghanistan. And let's see. And the attack is a government official of an allied nation. While the U.S. administration wants to forget the casualty, one task force member will not. So again, it kind of reminds me of the Sigma Force. I'm hoping everything reminds me of the Sigma Force novels because, like I said, it is my all-time favorite series ever. I absolutely love James Rollins. I've read every single book that he has put out, and I want something else that just, gives me that feeling. So I guess it's the month for that. And then I have Betrayal by John Lescroart. Do I know anything about this? No, but it is like a political thriller. I do know that much. And I have heard really good things about it. Do I remember what it is now? No. But we're going to hopefully find out in the next few months. So I apologize, but there's not even a synopsis on the back. Maybe there's one in here. Nope. Still no. Nothing. Oh, and now the story starts. Yeah, there's nothing. That kind of frustrates me because there's just quotes on the back saying how amazing it is. This says, Lescroart dispatches courtroom scenes with crisp efficiency, easily usurps the latest from Grisham and Thoreau. Oh, maybe it's not a political thriller. It's a legal thriller. I lied. I apologize. Just kidding. It's a legal thriller. All right. So I'm still excited about that. And then this is The Inside Ring by Mike Lawson, and this is his debut novel. Am I reading it from the back? Absolutely. It's part of the Joe DeMarco series. The Inside Ring begins with an assassination attempt on the president, but the shooting wasn't without warning. Prior to the attempt, the Secretary of Homeland Security received a note saying that the president was in danger and that the Secret Service agents guarding him had been compromised. The Secretary is reluctant to tell the FBI about the note now, so he requests help from his friend, House Speaker Mahoney, who assigns his fixer, DeMarco, to determine the Secret Service really was involved. Full of humor and suspense, The Inside Ring is classic Lawson and a must-read for thriller fans. So, sounds so good. I am so excited for all of these. Am I going to read them? Hopefully, probably not. Like I said in the beginning, I have never stuck to a TBR a day in my life, but I will at least have read one. I can assure you of that. But that's all I know. let me know what you're planning to read for the next few months, or just in September, or whenever you're watching this. I am so excited to add stuff to my TBR. Let me know if you've read any of these, how you like them, if my expectations are reality, or if my expectations are honestly way too high. Please, if you would like, subscribe, comment, whatever you feel like. And we would love to have you in this growing community. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.